Okay. What we do here is go back.
Seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome. It's Wednesday, right? Day whatever of the quarantine. Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It feels like Wednesday, right? Yeah. Anyway, rocking the Reapers tonight. Felt appropriate. I don't know why. Just did. Yeah, so hopefully you had a great Tuesday. Welcome back. Tonight's going to be the first official night of work on stream, that is, for the Team SD Buildoff. Yeah. So we're going to work on that tonight. We're going to give you some updates on the Jesta and everything. or the RX, whatever you want to call it, and then we're going to jump into it. Okay? So before that starts, real quick, let's get some business out of the way. If you want to rep the Reapers, hit up www.childofmecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts and hats and all sorts of other cool stuff on there. I hear they make wonderful quarantine presents. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we are working with here tonight, there's an Amazon link just below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, it's got all sorts of tools and materials and stuff like that. Gear for streaming, resin casting, books for inspiration, all that good stuff. I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it doesn't increase the cost for you, and it goes to help out the stream. So stock up, definitely. Let's see what else. If you are in need of kits or paints or accessories or tools or what have you, or the amazing Mecha Decals, which a little birdie told me something may be happening next week in terms of those. So get your orders in, hit up Adam and those fine folks right down here at USA Gundam Store. They're definitely going to have what you need. Okay? Let's see. Perfect. This is perfect. Z, Mr. Zashan, Gumpler Ronin, you may know him on the good old Instagrams. Got a little package from him here recently, and I wanted to show you guys what he had sent, because it's actually pretty damned impressive, right? So, as you all know, February, I had a birthday. And this was his belated birthday present. And that's what I got. Yeah. An F-14. F-14D. Super Tomcat. Right? And I will be completely honest with you. This kid intimidates me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This kit intimidates the hell out of me. Because it is extremely detailed. I mean, even just the manual is crazy, right? It's pretty damned wild, right? But to just open the box and look at just how this kit is packaged, is insanely impressive. I mean, look at this, you guys. Like, there are the main box, obviously, and then there are, like, sub-boxes along here. And it's funny because the runners are fit, or I should say, the boxes are fit to house the runners and display those. So, like, you've got your wing assemblies and everything on top, and you remove that, and then there's a smaller runner with another sub-box down here, right? And these are now smaller runners that fit perfectly in this space, right? And then you take these two off, and then there are, well, I guess it's just one, but then there are more runners under there, and then there's another sub-box. Like, I've never quite seen packaging like this, and for someone who's in graphic design and stuff like that, I really appreciate the design of just the packaging alone. I'll be honest. That may seem like a small thing, but for real, I am highly impressed. And then the detail in the molding is just absolutely superb. I I mean, the panel lines and the crispness of everything is just off the charts. Like, I thought Bandai was good, right? They got nothing on this. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So, Z, thank you, man. I honestly don't know when I'm going to get around to something like this. It may be a long time. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because this, I think, will dedicate a large chunk of time. Ruslam asks if it's 135th. No, this is a 148. 148 scale. So yes, this is a big boy. Yeah. So I was kind of blown away. Kind of blown away. So, thank you, brother. Appreciate this. Really do. It meant a lot. So, like I said, this is going to take a considerable amount of time. I don't even like. I'm just looking at like the manual and everything, right? Like I said before at the beginning, I am intimidated by this. And you know, I build all sorts of cool shit and everything, and I don't get intimidated by, you know, what I do. But this one makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So, big shout out to Z. Mr. Gumpler Ronin. If you want to follow him on Instagram, I highly suggest it. So, go give him a follow. So, pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. Hey, Mr. Donnie Baxter. He's over there on Facebook. He says, "Good evening, Mr. Mecha." Donnie, how are you, sir? Z says, "Take your time, sir. Hope you enjoy it." Yeah. I will either love it or absolutely hate it. One of the two. So you can bank on that, right? You can bank on that. Who says, "Turned it into a robot. You a bitch, LMFAO." I'm crying. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I was looking through the parts and I was half thinking like, I could use this as detail parts. I could use this. I could kit bash this. But then I was just like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that to Z. I can't do it. I cannot. Nope. Not gonna happen. So we're gonna build it. We're gonna build it straight out. So yeah. Mr. Chris R. He's over there on the Mecha Army Facebook group. What's up, Chris? He says hello. All right. So yeah. So I got a plane I gotta build at some point, right? So yeah. Anywho, let's see here. Greg Blair 88 says, "Anyone else running a little glitchy, or is it just me?" I think it might just be you, man. We're all green on the tubes, so yeah, I don't know. Julie Stemsky says, "Sorry, what I miss? We just cut my daughter's 16th birthday cake." Dude, why are you here? Go enjoy the 16th birthday cake. That's awesome, right? But I appreciate it, Julius. Julio says, "'Cause you're intimidated. That shit is funny." Dude, okay, so yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie, right? I am. He says, "First time I've heard you say some plastic scares you." Yeah, dude. And I will be honest with you, if you saw this kit, it'd probably scare the shit out of you too. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Because this thing is serious, dude. serious. Yeah. So, yeah. You know what? Hey, even I get scared of plastic sometimes, you know? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? She and her mama are going to watch Scream. Oh, okay, I got you. Julius Dembski said that over there on YouTube. Good stuff. Well, thank you, Sarge. Thank you for tuning in as always. Hell yeah. Sorban, he's over there on Twitch. He says something new to throw on the table at IPMS. Yeah, right. You know, and it's funny. I will say this, and this is a pretty cool thing. Z was doing a live stream on Instagram back last week or the week before, I forget which, but you know, and he had the kit, and you know, I just jumped on just for shits and giggles, and he holds it up and he's like, "Tim, your birthday present came in." I'm like, what am I gonna do with a plane? What am I gonna do with that, right? And he said something to the effect that if anybody can jump in and compete with the IPMS guys, it was me. So I think that was pretty cool. That kind of got me. That right here, a little bit, just a little bit, yeah. So it was pretty cool. Cullen Barr, he says, my son finished his second kit ever today, a Pikachu model. Nice. Almost immediately he wanted to start a CS ground Gundam. I'm so proud. Nice. That's awesome. Greg Blair 88 over there on YouTube, he says, I used to do cars. Had no problem. Now if I touched one, I'd probably shit my pants. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, you know, you get accustomed and comfortable in terms of your bubble, so to speak. And it's weird stepping out of that box, you know? It's weird. Manny, Mr. McDeo, he says, what did I miss? Dude, you missed this. This is my belated birthday present from Z. And like I've said, that kit intimidates me. Yeah. A little scared of it. So yeah. Julio says, I'm gonna build one now. Dude, go for it. Build it. Z's over there. He says, oh shit, Julio gonna build a jet. We got a convert. Oh man. Kyle says, when is Tim going to find time to build that with GBWC and SD build going on? Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it's not gonna get touched for a long time. So it's gonna collect some dust. I'm make no bones about it, right? So, question, Mr. Bill.
We have a question.
Mr. Bill Rushama over there on YouTube, he says, why not turn that into fighter support for airdrop? Make it part of the fighter squadron. Timelines and all, I think it would be weird, obviously. But I don't know. I might, because the one thing that Z had shown me on the live stream was that this particular model can be done up as, and I don't know if it'll come through on this particular camera, but right down there at the bottom, Grim Reapers. Hence, you see, that's how we plan things. We don't do things haphazardly around these parts. So, yeah, you can build it into a Grim Reaper. I mean, I still actually have some decals with this on it. So you never know. You never know. Let's see. Gunplay Uruguay, Mr. Javier says, I still have the SU-27 on the backlog. My idea was to use it with a Zeta Plus, but oh well. Dude, do it. Yeah. I've seen people do crazy stuff mixing, especially like the Zeta Plus and some of the other transformables into planes and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So, Manny says, hell yeah, Z, that's hot as fuck. It is. It's pretty damn cool. It's pretty damn cool. Greg Blair says, it really is weird. I don't even look at model cars now. Yeah, right. Superset 5 is over there on Twitch. He says, just got home, what I miss. And then Soravan replied, he says, you missed him being scared by plastic. Nice. No, that, like I said, that kit, there's definitely an intimidation factor. No doubt. No doubt. Donnie over on Facebook, he said, I'd like to build that big bitch. Nice, Donnie. Fudabe always says, attach it to your SD build. Nice. Julio says, turn it into a hummingbird. Nah. Vincent Lewis says, I'm building a VF1S Valkyrie from Robotech. Dude, don't say that. It's Macross. That is taking some normal modeler skills. It's a different animal. Yeah. Yeah. Spider2K2, Mr. James 2.0, he says, sup, guys? Hello, James. Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah, man. It's some crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff, right? But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. And then Mr. Julius Dembski, Sarge, was nice enough to send me the the P115 extra runner. It's over there, but he sent me one. So, Julius, thank you, buddy. Thank you for your note as well. Very, very appreciated. Yeah, some cool stuff. Some cool stuff. So, anyway, let's get into building, shall we? Let's go camera 2. Ooh, there we go. Hey, a little dark. Let's lighten this up. There we go. That should be good. All right. So anyway, let's get you caught up with the Jesta and kind of where that stands, shall we? Just real quick. So here's the leg that we were working on, and got all of this kind of serrated trim done here on there, and then you flip it over and pa-ching! Oh yeah, all even Stevens. Look at that. Yeah, there on this side. Wrote the angles on here, so that's why you got writing on there, just so I can match those up when I get back to that piece. But that's kind of where we are. That leg is looking damn fine and sexy, I might add. It's got some nice bulk to it now. It looks more like it has kind of that calf armor to it, you know. If you look at the back, it's kind of got some nice weight and bulk up here, but then it slenders down into the lower part of the leg, and yeah, I think this is definitely going to look really good painted up, to look like an RX. So yeah, looking forward to that. But that's the update on that, right? That's the update on that. Now, for what we're working with here tonight, we're going to be working on this SD build. And oh, look who just kind of walks in as we're starting to work on it, Mr. Chris Pabs. He says, odd looking SD. Yeah, well. Vincent Lewis is over there on YouTube. He says, Roosh, yeah, they are. I'm having to do a bunch of scratch building and mods to get it built. It kind of sucks to not be snapped together build. Yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Bit weird. So, anyway, all right. So, stars of the show tonight is this little guy right here. Let's get you zoomed out just a tad bit, and there he is. Yeah, look at that. I'll be honest with you, this is a pretty damn cool little SD. I was kind of impressed by how nicely this thing went together, right? And it's got the full-on armor in the back, and all the bells and whistles, so to speak, right? It's It's got all the 3 shields and everything, the 3 Gatlings, all that stuff, right? And it's a really good looking SD. I like the proportions on this thing a lot, for an SD, obviously. And the cool thing is this is completely a transformable back to unicorn mode if you want to, right? Which is kind of a cool thing, but I'm not going to need it for this build. So that will be half of it. But then this little guy right here, this is the high grade full armor Gundam. And I'm going to tell you right now, I hate this model. I do. I hate it. I do not like this model one little bit. It's just I don't know. I just don't like it. Didn't enjoy building it. Really not gonna like trying to kit bash this thing. The SD, on the other hand, completely different. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like high grades. Anyway. MacDio says, "Hey Tim, your caps you needed came in." Caps? I don't know. Anyway, Manny, I'm lost, dude. I don't know. Anywho, let's get caught up just real quick in the chat. Yeah. Let's see. Chris Pab says, "Timothy, I've been here from minute 1. Oh, sorry, Chris. I didn't notice you there. Superset5 says, "My 12 LED unit came in the mail today. The one that's used for the 1/5000th Star Destroyer from Bandai. I plan to use it for either my Banshee Verka or new Verka. Hey." Julio says, "Yo, Tim, can I get an Urban Camo Mecha Army hat?" Maybe. I don't know. We can work on it behind the scenes. Zero Kai says, "Wow, Tim, work on a high-grade SD kit." What is the glitch in the yeah, right? Ty Furio says, Whoa. I thought this was the Justice channel, all just all the time. Yeah, I wish it was. Trust me, I am now wishing it was the Justice channel, and I think we might keep that going forward. I don't know, because I do love my Justice, man. Julius MC says, "Are there any good Greeblies on from the SD kits that could be used on a 1/100? Maybe. The proportions and everything are very cartoony, so I'd be hard pressed to use anything on here. I mean, maybe. I don't know. You might get creative. Who knows? Let's see. Kyle says, "I do not like Sam. I do not like it here. I do not like it there. I do not like it anywhere." Yeah, thanks. Sorvan over there on Twitch, he says, "High-grade unicorn is kind of crap. It hasn't aged well at all." Yeah, no, I know, right? MacDio says, P115. Oh, got you. Cool. Vincent Lewis says, "LOL, I feel you, Tim. I have turned my full armor unicorn and Banshee into spare part kits." Yeah. So it's just I don't like high grades, you guys. And especially partsy, blocky, nasty, not well engineered high grades. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some great high grades out there. You look at something like the high grade ground type, the GM, right? Amazing. You look at like some of the high grade IBO kits, especially like the Grimgird and stuff like that. Great, they're great kits. This is a shit kit. I think we just coined a new term. It's a shit kit. Shit kit. Awesome kit. Shit kit. Anyway, we're going to work this thing out and we're going to make it awesome. So, We're gonna turn that frown upside down. We're gonna polish this turd. Anyway,
We have a question.
Mr. Zero Kai, Nathan, he's got a question. What is that technique you did with the Jesta using plastic styrene to cover the armor? It's just kind of laminating. Yeah, just laminating, dude. There's nothing really more to it. Just laminating plastic over plastic, just gluing it down, and I mean, if you want a simple euphemism, plot plating. I hate that term, but yeah. Anyway, let's see. Ruslam says high grade origin is good. I hear. Yeah, it looks good, right? It looks good. Foodie Boy says Tim is going to buy the master grade Dove Wolf for next stream. Do they have a master grade Dove Wolf? I don't know. Anyway, Manny says awesome shit, kid. Right. Edward Leonard says if you really want to do a high grade, just build the later RG. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I don't like RGs either. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get to this thing, shall we? All right. So we got this, and we got this guy, right? So let's start taking this stuff apart. Yeah. Let's get this backpack off of here. There we go. Alright, so backpack's off. Let's get the weapons torn off. That came out a little bit too easy, didn't it? Alright, so we'll put that off to the side. Alright, so what I'm thinking at this point is... I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking we put the legs, the high grade legs on, obviously. I think that's a definite. But I don't know if we use the waist of the SD or the high grade. That's kind of going to be the kicker, right? So let's take the head off first. Let's take this guy off there, right? And then let's pull that, pull these, pull that, and then what we can do is we can start pulling the high grade apart. Now, I'm still in the process of snap building the weapons and backpack and all of this, so you're not going to see that until probably next stream. So just FYI, if you guys are wondering, which, trust me, I know some of you probably are. So let's see. Now, if we're lucky, see, and that's what I'm fucking shit engineered kit. Christ. Anyway, let's get that piece back on there, or at least try to, and then wiggle this. Oh, God bless America. Look, and the thing came off on both sides. All right, so now we got to just pull the hip joint out completely and take it kind of, I guess, take it from there, right? There's that. I think Chris Pab's got the easier build in this team up, since he's doing the Neo Zeong and the Sinanju. I think he got the easy part. I really do. I think I got the short end of the stick. Damn thing. Chris, I'm hating you right now, buddy. Anyway. Hell, I don't know. I may very well not use much from the high grade. I may very well just kind of keep the high grade all to itself and go with that, you know? I may very well do that. Let's see, is this... nope, that's not the same size. But, nope, that's not even close. Okay, so we'll have to do some modifications. to that. Kyle H says, Tim, that reminds me, your older Justa videos have been pushing me to scratch build more. I made fingers today. Dude, I saw that. Those look great. Zero Kai says, you forget the high-grade Revive Strike Gundam kit from Gundam Seed. I guess. Foreign characters. Which Durban Wolf version that you like, the Zeta or the UC? I don't know, man. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. Chris Paz says, if you're going this route, go HG chest, shortened HG legs. Well, see, what I was thinking is just cutting off the upper thigh completely, right? And just kind of going this route with just the lower legs like this, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. Now, we're gonna have obviously I'm gonna have to do some surgery on this, some extensive surgery, and I don't know if I'm gonna use the high grade or the SD, because the thing is with the SD, since it's transformable, see, it's got, you know, you can pull these things out, and it's just, I don't know, a little weird. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just dick around with it and see what we can come up with, yeah? Because I don't know, honestly, I don't know what we're gonna do at this point. I'm kind of, we're just kind of in that, you know, play with it and see what happens kind of mode, right? So we'll pull the head. There's that. Now, the one thing is that if I pop the SD head on here, we're gonna have to remove these weird shoulder thingies, right? I don't know what they are, but anyway, I mean, that's actually kind of a good look. I mean, the proportions are pretty nice, right? It thins it out, and it lengthens everything. I like the torso here. It gives it a nice silhouette. And then if we do kind of something like that, right? We just take the thighs out all together, and we just do kind of a thingy, because this has a nice little peg here, and we can just slot that in right there, and all of the armor would basically cover that up, right? So that's something we can do, something to think about. Pab says, "Look at that, aiding my rival." Dude, what? I thought we were in competition with other teams. Am I wrong with that assumption? I don't know. I don't think so. As I cut my finger. Damn it. Ha ha. Ha ha. Sorry, Pabs. I laugh at your pain. Womp womp. Alright, so alright. So we keep the terrible high grade arms. And trust me, they are pretty bad. Just because of the level of detail on them is much better. So I like that, right? And then, you know, you throw on the SD head, and that's a pretty good look. Yeah? That's not bad, right? So we got that, right? And then what we can do is we can throw these. Hold on. Let's get this stuff moved out of the way. And let's prop this up with something here, so we can kind of get a better look of it, right? Let's see. Let's maybe that right there. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do this. Yeah, and then we'll put that there. We'll move that up right there on camera. That looks pretty good. I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that. And then we can just kind of mock this up here. Kind of like that. Huh. I don't know. It's not terrible. Charles Dodge says, what about putting the high-grade thighs on SD legs? Now, the problem that you run into is that the SD legs are all one piece, basically. The thighs and everything are pretty much all there. And the other issue that you would end up having is the... Well... Wait a minute. Charles? Charles might be onto something here. It's not bad, right? Kind of be cool. Well. So let's do this. Let's get these terrible upper thighs back on here. Yeah. Just like that, and then we'll pull this and let's see. Get that popped in there, and we'll get him laid back up on the box here, and then let's see if we got ourselves an idea. I don't know. That tapers down a little bit too much. I don't know if I like that or not. Even if you put it, yeah, I'm not with it. No, I'm not with it. It was a nice thought, though. It was a nice thought, yeah. Greek Nakus is over there on Twitch. He says, what about putting the high-grade thighs on the SD legs? Yeah. That's kind of what we just did, yeah. Ruslam says, SD or MG hands? You know what? I've got some other 144 scale hands are lying around here somewhere that fixed post hands that I think we're going to probably use. So, yeah. Excuse me. Donnie Baxter says, looks like a unicorn cosplayer at a con. Yeah, with the things. Yeah. No, I totally get that. I totally get that. So this does present issues. This definitely presents issues, because this is the thing. We could very well cut this down, but then you have this whole big grenade rack here that is would then be kind of off kilter, yeah. So I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. I don't know. All right. I think we'll jump that hurdle when we come to it. Let's start cutting some plastic and stuff. How about that? Let's get these off of here, right? And let's get this there, and let's see, how did this go together now? Because essentially what we're going to do is we're going to yank these guys off just like that. And then we're going to clip these off there like they never even existed. And let's see here. Where did that damn polycap go to? This one here. All right. So, we need to find a rod that will fit that. Where are my calipers at? Here they are. That's a 2.5 2.7 millimeter rod? I don't know if I have 2.7 millimeter. Let's see. Let's find out, shall we? Whoa. Chris sent a photo. Why did Chris send a photo? And which Chris? Chris Pabs. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that. Whoa, look at those. Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty cool. Definitely interesting. No doubt about it. See, that's a lot more work than what I really wanted to put into this build, to be honest with you. I did not want to do a ton of work on this build. This is kind of just like a funsy build. So I'm not going GBWC level with this. I'm going to tell you that right now. Just fair warning, guys. It's, you know, I'm not gonna necessarily cut corners, but I'm not gonna take the time to, you know, full on scratch build legs and all that crap. That's not gonna happen. Just no, not gonna happen. Not with this one. I like this build, but I don't like it that much. Trust me. All right, let's see what we have here in terms of styrene rod. Let's see. 4.8, that's not gonna work. 3.2, no. 2.4, 3, whoa, 3 millimeter, that might work. We can always thin that down a bit, right? Let's see, 3.2, 2.4. Let's save that one. What else is here? Yeah, we'll try those two. Because I don't have anything else. Alright, so here's 2.4. Let's try that first, shall we? That probably won't work. Yeah, that won't work. That ain't gonna work. Let's try the 3.0. Now, this is the Tamiya. This is the Tamiya plow rod, as some of you say. Some of you Neanderthals. And this is probably going to be too thick. Oh, wait. Perfect. Nope. That's perfect, actually. Sweet. Okay, cool. So, here's the chest. Let's get this thing apart. God. And high grades are just, they're seamline city, too. I know, I'm probably a spoiled master grade builder, but I don't give a shit, man. Like, high grades are just terrible. And I'm sorry if you like high grades, but that's just my opinion. They're terrible. Chris Pab says, thought I'd help a bit. Yeah, no, I mean, that's it. It's a beautiful SD kit, yeah. Like I said, I'm just not... Like I said, this is just kind of a funsy build. You know? Just to kind of take part in all that. And it's just like, I don't want to really put tons and tons of work into it. You know? This is not a GBWC build. Not like it's not like I'm not gonna put quality into it, but yeah, this isn't that type of build for me. All right, so there's that. Let's get. Come on now. Get that off of there, and there we go. That's free. All right, so now what we can do is clip that ball joint off of there. Let's trim this. Basically what I'm doing is just trying to mount the SD head. Okay, right there. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to mark center, and we need to drill the appropriately sized hole for the new neck peg, whatever you want to call it. Where's my little punch? Ah, here it is. Okay, cool. So now what we do, like I said, we got to find the center here, and we're going to basically kind of base it off of the piece that we just trimmed off of there, right? Okay, so that looks good there. Looks good there. Could come over. Nope, that's good. Right there. So we're just basically indenting the plastic so we have something to drill into, right? Basically like a it's basically like a pilot hole, you know? If you're into like woodworking and stuff, right? Thanks, Sorvan. Appreciate the support there, buddy. Sorvan over on Twitch says, you do remember how to weld seams, right? Yeah, I think I do. Appreciate the support, though. Asshole. I guess I deserve that with all the complaining I'm doing on this stupid high grade, right? It's all good. It's all good. I can take it. Alright, so we're going to drill a 1mm pilot hole in here just to get that started. And make sure we're drilling straight. Now, the one thing that I don't like is that there's a support. There's a little support rod, like a piece of plastic in there, that is going to absolutely screw us if we don't cut it out of there. So we clip out what we can, and then we take the chisels to it. Just kind of start to remove that. And the reason why, like I said, the reason why I'm removing this is because as you're drilling through, since it's not solid, that drill will find the path of least resistance, and it'll go off to the side, or one side or the other, right? So if you remove that, then you don't run into that problem. So yeah. All right. So we get our handy dandy chisel in there, and honestly, we could go bigger. Go big or go home. That's what I always say. Here we go. Let's get the big boy. 3mm chisel. That will remove some plastic, won't it? Okay. There we go. That's getting the job done. Now we just basically have to kind of whittle our way down with this, and it's just a pain in the butt. I mean, it really just is. It's just a pain in the butt to remove plastic like this. And that, obviously, hallmark of a high grade or SD is hollow pieces, right? You don't find that in the master grades. That's for damn sure. I know, I'm a master grade diva. What can I say? Let's see what that looks like. That looks pretty good. All right, we're going to go with that. We're going to stop there. And now we need to start expanding the hole. So we need to step up our drill bit size, right? Stabity equals great build. What? If that's the case, then Chris Pabs is going to have an amazing build. Hey, Simon Lamb, look at him. He was over in the Mecha Army Facebook group, but now he's over on YouTube. He says, just when I thought I can get some work done, the entire PC runner went missing. Oh, yeah. That is never good, man. That is never good. Never, ever, ever. Ever, ever. Ever, ever. Never, ever good. Alright, so we need to work up our way to 3 millimeters. So we need to, you know, kind of take it at a gingerly pace, right? So we're going to step up a few numbers here. This is about 2 millimeters now. There we go. And no problem drilling through because we removed that inner support beam on the inside, right? Now we got to swap the chuck again. And we got to step that up to a bigger one. And before we step it up to what we need, let's take a measurement, an exact measurement on this rod. And that's, whoa, look at that. That's 2.8. That's actually smaller than the 3 millimeter that Tamiya advertised on their packaging. Tamiya, I'm going to need that 0.2 millimeter back from y'all. Please. Thank you. All right. And let's see. We get our handy dandy cheat sheet here. And we look up 2.8. And that gives us number 35. Number 35. That's what we need. A number 35 in this. Let's see. Number 35 is right here. Okie dokie. And actually, we're going to need the big chuck for that. Okay, got that. And you want to start slow and take this slow because you're removing a pretty damn good amount of plastic in here, right? And let's get super zoomed so you can kind of get a better view of all this, right? Boom, boom. Hey, whoa, look at that. That's very super zoomed, isn't it? Let's get backed out to right about there, yeah? So you can see here the amount of plastic that we are removing, right? We're removing a bunch of it. So by going slow, that just simply shaves the plastic out of the hole instead of trying to drill it per se, right? All right, so that's good there. And let's see. Little bastard. Put the little bastard to work. So let's see what that looks like. Will that will not fit. So we need to step it up one more drill bit size. Ruslam says the innuendo in this episode. Yeah, I'm not even like reading, so y'all are probably going like crazy in the chat or whatever. I'm not even reading it. All I know is y'all better be good. Don't get me banned off YouTube or nothing here, people. Alright, so we need to step that up one more. And we basically just keep nibbling away at this thing until we get the proper diameter hole. Ah, you know what? Look at that. So I actually tapered this end down. So Tamiya, my bad. let's see. Let's incorporate these and see what that does for us here. Bingo. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. That looks good. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so now what we can do is we can start filling this. We're going to start doing, we're going to do the super glue and baby powder method here. So I don't know how many times, if ever, I've done this on stream before, but let's go through it, shall we? Let's get a nice little scrap here so we don't mess up our dealie here. And then what we're also going to do, since this is round and we're trying to stabilize that, we're going to where's the where's the blue tack? Ah, there it is. There it is. All right. Technically, it's not blue; it's yellow, but still, you get the point. All right, so that right there, we'll stabilize that, and then we'll put a little piece underneath of the rod itself to stabilize it, right? Let's see if that's straight enough. Okay, good and good. All right, so now we just dump in a little super glue. Just like that, and we start adding a little drop of Instaset, right? And then we get the baby powder, little Johnson, and we'll just start kind of layering that, right? Actually, let's a little bit more super glue. And see how that soaks in real nice. There we go. That's looking good. Perfect. All right. And a little Instaset. Like that. Looking good. And boom. Hit that last time with that Instaset, and we should be pretty much good to go. We're going to let that marinate, right? And let's see. Let's put our drill bits back in place, and then we'll get caught up with the chat and you numbskulls. Yeah? All right, so let's see. Hey, Juno. There he is. Our boy from Italy. He says, what's Instaset, right? Great question. Instaset is a Bob Smith. This is Bob Smith Industries. This is the super glue that I use. I highly recommend it. Not sure if you can get it in Italy or not, but they have a companion product called Instaset, and this is not obviously the original bottle. I rebottled this into this little dropper, but it instantly cures the super glue. It's an activator. It's basically like zip kicker. So that's what it does. So good question. Anyway, it's that hot boy summer. What? Yeah. God, I don't even want to go back and read this shit. You were the one saying this stuff, Tim. Julie, Mr. Bill, Mr. Ruslam over there, saying what? I don't even know what was I saying. That's a small rod. Yeah. Man, you guys got to get your minds out of the gutter. For real. Like, seriously. Like, I'm trying to teach y'all shit. Y'all want to joke. Man, come on. Alright, let's see. That's pretty good. We'll work with that. Pop this up. And then we just basically need to clean this off here. There we go. Solid. Okay. All right. So, and then if you have any leftover blue tack, yellow tack, whatever it's called, you can just use the same stuff and just kind of blot it onto the piece, and it should take up any little bits. Like I had some here on my fingernails, and that just took it right up. So it's good stuff, right? Anyway, hey, CML has got a question. Let's see, boom.
We have a question.
He says, question, what is the point of the baby powder? Does it make it more solid than just glue? Basically, yes. It acts as a filler. We could just use super glue, but this kind of speeds up the curing process a little bit. And yes, it does act as a strengthening kind of filler for the piece. So that's kind of why I opted to use it in this particular situation. I don't use it often, obviously, but in this particular scenario, yeah, it was probably a safe thing to do. Let's put it that way. Alright, so now we just have to kind of clean this part up here. I'm not overly concerned with how this particular part's going to look because it's going to be underneath of the SD head and everything, so it's going to be covered pretty damn nicely. Alright, so let's... And we're just kind of thinning this down a little bit, just so we can fit the poly cap on here. Doesn't want to fit. Alright, no problem. There we go. Now it'll fit. Okay. So then just trim that, and to make sure that this doesn't go anywhere, a little super glue on this rod. Few seconds there, and then that shouldn't go anywhere. That should be solid. Maybe a little bit more because it was a little thin. reinforce things. A little Insta-set. Boop. And on top, just to let that kind of seep into the recesses and all. So there we go. All right. So, Tim's hot plastic. Hey. Baby powder is like a filler without losing strength. Yeah, baby powder also makes slapping exciting. Wow, you guys really need to stop scaring people. You're scaring the newbies. Stop it, damn it. Greg Blair says, where do you get the Insta-set? You can get it online. You can get it on Amazon. Link below. Or, I mean, any hobby store that carries the Bob Smith products should have Insta-set. It comes in a little spray bottle, like a spray pump kind of deal. It's like a brown bottle. But like I said, I rebottle it to this little dropper to give me a little bit more control over where it goes. Yeah. So, but yeah, you can pretty much get it anywhere that sells the Bob Smith product. Okay, so now moment of truth. Let's put this little guy back together here and see what it do. Yeah. Okay, and get the little neck cover on there. And the cool thing is that we still have mobility. Not that we're gonna need it, but check this out. Boom. Yeah, look at, and look, it even has, like I said, it even has that cool neck mobility there, yeah. But look at that. Straight looking down on you. Cool. All right, so step one, down. Looking good so far. All right. So hopefully the rest of this build goes as quickly as that, which it won't. But that does look pretty good. Yeah. Not bad. And since we clipped those two little things off the shoulder, it's got some good it's got good mobility and everything like that now too. So that's a positive. And yeah, look at that. Okay, so one of the other little things I was kind of worried about, but not anymore. I was worried about the clearance between the head and the shoulders, but nope, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now the other thing that we got to worry about is, nope, we don't got to worry about that either. The clearance between the backpack and the head. No problems there. Wow, okay. Dare I say that this is going together pretty smoothly. Can't believe I'm saying that right now. All right, so get that there. And we'll pop this guy on there like that. And that gives, let's see, let's get zoom. Oh, no, we're all zoomed out. Let's get out of super zoom so you can see this a little bit better. Okay. And yeah. So that's not too shabby right there. I dig the proportions on that. So far. I dig the proportions. Now, if we were to use the full legs, I don't know if I would like this as much, right? But let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not into that. I'm not into that, into the full leg look. It just, I don't know. It looks, it has a feminine quality to it, you know? It's just, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It has a bit of a feminine quality. Which, mind you, if that's what you're going for, then that's a good thing, right? But that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for more of an SD look. This looks more like a kind of an emaciated teenage girl at this point. So we gotta do something about the legs. The legs definitely have to be shorter. Because I'm not into the length of the legs at this point, right? Sam L, Gundam Girl look. Yeah. Buy Mecha Decals. Fuck you guys. Jerk-offs. Jesus. Julio and Fudabeoi both are typing buy Mecha Decals in the chat. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, and like I said, expect an announcement next week on Mecha Decals, so eat a dick. All right, so we got to do something about this. Chris Babb says use the SD feet. The SD feet aren't any bigger. They're actually smaller. Yeah. The SD feet are actually smaller than that. Look at that. See? So that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So we got to figure out something to do with the actual legs themselves, right? This part I really like. I dig this part so far. I really, really do. This part, I think, looks really good. Yeah? Now, let me see something here. Hang on. I want to see what it would look like just shits and giggles. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is shave this off here a little bit. Okay, so let's since we're not going to be using this anyways, let's just tear into it, right? Okay, so now that fits in the polycap, so that's actually a positive sign. Let's just see. I may hate this, but I may love it. I don't know. Charles Dodge says just master grade feet. Well, that would work if I had a master grade, right? No. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work for me. That's not gonna work for me. Now, if they were higher up, like up in here, yeah, no. That, not a good look. It's not a good look. All right, so we're gonna go back to my original idea and just toss the upper thighs. Honestly, I'm not even messing with the torso thing. going back to this kind of thing here, right? Yeah. I like those proportions better. Joe Dempsey says high SD thighs with high grade calves, maybe. No, because number one, the SD doesn't technically have thighs. So, and we actually tried that a little bit before, Sarge. So, yeah, you know, Chris Dodge has a great point. Trim the top half of the grenade launchers. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. You know, maybe just make our sacrifices for it. So I think that's probably what we're gonna have to do. We'll put these off to the side and kind of decide on that later. Now, just like that. Yeah. All right, I think that's what we got to do at this point. So, what we'll do is remove that. Now we're going to use this this block here as our base, but since we're not using the upper the upper thighs, we're just going to cut these off of here. Whoa, hey now. Watch your eyes. Don't be like Chris Pabs and be like. All right. So all right, let's get this trimmed here. Now we're going to be using this base block to create our new hip assembly, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in just a few minutes. But first we got to get this side flattened out here. Chris Pab says, I missed that. What? Huh? Who? What? Dorficorn? Yeah. It's Dorf. Nice. Jackass. Julio was just laughing at everything tonight. Julio, you feeling right or something? Like, what's the deal? You on that sweet tea? Alright. Let's see. You know, and the funny thing is, it's like just how the Tomcat Z gave me kind of intimidates a little bit. I'll be honest with you that, you know, this kind of, it's not nearly as intimidating, or really even. I guess I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't even classify this as intimidating, but it's definitely outside the comfort zone. Let's put it that way, right? Because I can tell you proper proportions and everything for a normal style mech, but for SD, shit, who knows, man? Who knows? Let's see. Julio says, I am fucking baked. Jesus. Julio says, I spilled Tamiya cement earlier. Nice. Jesus. Superset 5 says, your SD build is making me want to return to my perfect grade unicorn bust. Dude, yeah, do it. Do it, man. Oh, look at this here. Mr. Ken Ken Caldwell. He's over there on the Facebook or the Mecha Army Facebook group. He says, "Wait, you're actually working on the SD?" Yeah, dude. First night on stream working on this thing, and so far we got the head mounted and looking good. We're just kind of working proportions at this point, right? Which obviously is the hard part. Yeah. Let's see. Early onset cabin fever. Yeah, tell me about it. Julio says, I'm modding out the Sengoku Astray right now. Nice. Ken over there on Mech Army Facebook group, he says, that's awesome. Dude, thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, hey, Ken, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. I completely missed wishing you a happy birthday. Hey, everybody. Ken Caldwell. Kensuke. Whatever. It was his birthday. Was it yesterday, Ken? Or was it today? I can't remember. Anyway, it was his birthday. Go wish him a happy birthday on Instagram. Yeah. Anyway. Julio says, lifting weights in between shit drying. Oh, my. Good stuff, Julio. Good stuff, buddy. All right. So, what we might want to do is try to shorten these leg parts here, right? Julio says, how is your corny endeavor coming along, Julio? What corny endeavor? I don't know. He says, thank you. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. See, like a goon, I fucking missed it. My bad, brother. But yeah, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. All right. So, we've got a good base here, right? We got all this. This is all looking pretty good. Now, I think it was Sarge mentioned earlier about the hands. And now that I'm looking at it, Sarge, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right about the hands. I think it needs bigger hands, right? But I think what I'm going to do, stay there, don't move. I'll be back. I think we're going to use some fixed posed hands. And let's see, what do we got? What do we got here? We got some fixed posed hands. We got some fixed posed hands here. I'm thinking, do I want to use the Kotobukiya ones? Because they're so good. I don't know if I want to use these or not. So, hold up. What's the difference between these two? Huh? I must have two in this one. Or are they different? I don't know. Or I could always use the builder parts. Manny, shut up. Koto is not cheating. Asshole. Alright. Let's get one of these and see how that looks. Because like I said, I got two. It looks like I got two in here. Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. I do have two in here. But that's fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. What size ball joint is that, though? That's going to be the kicker. That ball joint is tiny. Shit. Let's see. Let's see if these. Ooh, wait a minute. So we might be able to use the builder's parts hands. Let's take a look at that. Let's see what we got here. Now, is this the one I tore into? Let me see. Nah, okay, here. Alright, rock. We already got some out. We already got some out here. Okay. So, let's first and foremost, we're gonna go with the fists first, and then we can mock up whatever else after that. But let's clip these off of there. And let's see. These clipped off here. Just like that. And let's see that. Just like that. Okay, cool. And let's get one of these little guys here. One of these ball joints clipped off. All right, so this ball joint looks just a little big for this particular shit. It is. It's a little too big, but let's see. Let's kind of mock this up and just see what it looks like here. So what we'll do, I know we're kind of jumping back and forth on things. Trust me, that has not escaped me here, but I do want to see what we can achieve here. Let's get this little guy pulled out here. I wonder if we can pop in a new poly cap. Here we go. Here's my collection of poly caps, right? So we gotta find one in here somewhere that fits, right? We got to. There's got to be one. Shit. Ooh, wait a minute. What's this one? Will this one work? Haha, hey. That'll work. That'll work. Cool. Now, we just gotta make it work, right? Was it? Which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, these. Alright, so these are 8. Ooh, wait a minute. That would actually work pretty nice. But we're going to go with the original thought here. Now we got to make these fit, right? Which is going to be the more tedious of the tasks. So what we got to do is we got to trim off the little nubs there, right? Okay, and let's inset that in there. Oop, shit, and that just split the piece on the seam, not like broke it or anything. Alright, so it looks like we might have to trim this down a bit to make that fit properly. Okay. Not a problem. We can do this. the other side a little bit. And we're just trimming off just a little bit, just a layer of this polycap, just enough to hopefully make this fit. Okay, so that's not too bad, but there are definite obstructions within the piece itself. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of surgery on the inside of that. Now before we do that though, before we make that jump, I want to see exactly what this hand will look like before we perform the surgery, right? So let's put this part back together here. Let's get this guy on there. And doesn't want to stay on, does it? All right, so there's our SD, right? And there is our new hands. Ooh, yeah, look at that. I like the size. Yeah? Better, right? Better. I dig it. Yeah. We're gonna go with that. We're definitely gonna go with that. Alright, cool. Let's let's make these adjustments, shall we? We're moving right along here, guys. We really are. I'm kind of shocked by how much we've gotten done here this evening. Okay. Alright. So there's kind of a supporting bar in here that is probably going to be impossible for you guys to see on screen because it's in the clear plastic and it's even hard for me to see just sitting here looking at it, right? But let's see if we can't surgically remove this bar. Okay. Okay, so I think we got that removed properly. Let's put this thing back together and then we can mock up our little poly cap here. And that's not too bad. It still wants to split the piece though, so we're gonna have to trim down a bit more. But what we're gonna do instead of instead of the actual poly cap itself, oh, and I see why, because this is tapered. Ah, that's why. Okay. So there's like there's supporting plastic in here for the original poly cap, and it's actually tapered, and that's why it wants to split the piece down at the end. So if we flatten this out, that should get us into the ballpark here, right? Should. Okay. Now, Let's see what it looked like. Yeah, that is much, much better. All right, so now let's try to get these parts back on here and see if this thing all goes together, which I'm thinking it probably won't go together properly at this point, or at least completely. But I mean, who knows, right? It could surprise us. Could surprise us here. But I'm not banking on it. I'm not banking on it. Come on. This was the hardest part, getting this thing together here. Yeah. All right. So that's not going to happen. So we need to take off a good at least 2 millimeters of that. You know what we can do? Haha. All right. Another idea. So this has a circular opening for the poly cap to fit through like that, right? So what we can do, but then it could just fall out. Let's take 2 millimeters off of this first, and then we'll jump that hurdle, because we've got plenty of these little poly caps here. So we'll start notching this down kind of a millimeter at a time. Kind of make our own custom poly cap here, basically. Shit, little bastard. Ooh, wait a minute. That actually just popped in perfectly. Why did it do that? I don't understand. Okay, well, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna go with it. But that did split the part along that seam a little bit. So I think what we're gonna have to do is shave off that little support in here. Just like that. All right. So let's see what that does. Perfect. Perfect. Right in the ballpark. Or out of the ballpark. Whatever you want to do. It's a home run. Okay, let's get this all back together and let's test to see if this works now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, motherfucker. Swear to God. Chris Pabs, why did you talk me into this? Persistent turtle. Lucas is over there on YouTube. He says, I cringe every time I see Tim cutting toward his finger. Dude, trust me, I'm a trained professional. Okay, so what we're looking at now, the new challenge that we have is that this poly cap needs to be tapered down just a bit. So what we'll do is we'll take our Olfa here and we'll just start to trim that down and taper it to the same shape as the piece. Alright, so now let's see. Now it's perfect. Haha, yeah. Alright. So we get the little wrist piece on there. And come on now. Ah, it's too short. Son of a bitch. Alright, get that out of there. It's still too short. Okay. So what we need to do, wait a minute. I wonder, do they have longer wrist components on this? No, of course not. Why the fuck would they, right? Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, at least that gets us kind of into mock-up stage, right? We can kind of see what's what, at least with this, right? That I think looks pretty damn good. I think it looks pretty good. Let's get the other components on the hand. Are these different? No. What the... Wait a minute. Ooh, shit, they are different. Okay. So it's these we need right here. Okay. So we'll pop that out. We'll pop this guy on there, and we'll get one of these. And we'll pop that guy on there. Now we have the full hand to kind of see what it looks like here. And let's just take a look-see. Check our work. Oh yeah, look at that. I like it. I like it. That looks good. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez. Right in a ball joint. Yes, Bill. Right in the ball joints. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, fun till May. What's fun till May? Did they extend it again? What? Oh, the SD Buildoff? Don't underestimate these. I'm having a ton of fun. Yeah, right? Oh, no. Okay, so I decided we all have until May. I just decided it. We extended the deadline. I did. Don't worry about it. Just for the benefit of everyone. Oh my. So the other little project that I'm hoping to work on is this little guy here. Little Natchin tank. Now, granted, I don't know. I doubt that'll have it done in time for Zach's contest, but look at it. He's a cute little guy, isn't he? He's a little cutie. Look how tiny he is. And this is 1/100 scale. Like a Sinanju and a Jesta could like stomp on this dude. Like, look at this. That's the size comparison, right? Both of these are 1/100. A Jesta could just stomp right on this thing and not even notice it. But it's a cute little design, isn't it? Got a little tail. I don't know why. But yeah, this should be fun. So good stuff. Good stuff. So we're gonna be I'm gonna be working on that at some point. I don't know when. Julio says we straight up run this shit now. Nah. Me actually it was me and Armida. We were talking about the SD Buildoff, and I suggested we should have until May, And we just kind of both came to the conclusion that, yeah, it should be May. So, yeah. We we made that decision. Technically, it was a joint decision. So, yeah. May. Congratulations, everyone. You have until May. There we go. Oh, man. All right. I think that's where I'm going to end for the night. I might work on these wrist assemblies a little bit more. But you know, I don't want to get too far in the weeds with this thing. So, but I think we got pretty good progress for the first night, right? And we got the head mounted. We got decisions made on the chest and the legs and everything. Well, mostly on the legs. I don't really want to say we've made concrete decisions on the legs, but we made decisions on the hands and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think this is coming along pretty decently. So we'll continue on Friday, yeah, and so we'll take it from there. But man, if you guys are locked down, quarantine, all that good shit, man, just stay up, you know. Just keep with it, because I think one of the biggest things with this whole crisis that we're going through right now worldwide is one of the biggest things is going to be kind of the mental aspect of it all. You know, right now, you know, I think we're all used to being able to go out and doing whatever we want to do. It's a bit different right now. So it's a different world than we were in on Monday, and it'll be a different world that we live in on Friday. So just stay up, keep your mental health up, and just try to find something to occupy your time. That's the biggest thing, right? And don't occupy your time completely with fucking video games. That's the worst thing you could do, right? Keep your mind engaged with learning or building models. Something. Fucking video games are a complete waste of time. I know it's an escape, but I'm telling you now, don't fall into that trap. Just don't do it. If you got to, get baked like Julio. And Julio says, if anyone needs a chat, hit me up. Yeah. Right? So, Persistent Turtle says, okay, boomer. Yeah. Well, I'm not a boomer, but the thing is like, dude, I've been down that road. I've let a game, like, seriously get into my head and, like, take over almost. Like, I became obsessed with with a game before, and it was not good. And this is an easy time to do that, right? Real easy time. So just do the right thing. And honestly, I see a lot of people, you know, saying, oh, I want to get better, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to win GBWC. Well, you're going to have to start making sacrifices, and video games, unfortunately, is probably going to be the first one you're going to have to cut out. Honestly, I don't even remember the last time I booted up my Steam account. And I got a lot of games on there. It's probably been at least a year or two. Got to make those sacrifices if you want to get good at this thing. Got to dedicate yourself, right? So just food for thought. Anyway. All right, boys and girls. That's going to do it for tonight. 12:01 on the dot. Looking good. So we will be back here on Friday. All right. We're going to continue this little SD dumbass build. We've got until May, so we got plenty of time because we made the decision. Anywho, remember, Reapers, right? Don't fear the Reaper. If you want If you want to pick up one of these cool Grim Reaper shirts, hit up www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. Shirts, hats, all sorts of cool stuff in there. Go stock up. I hear they make wonderful quarantine presents. Aside from that, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we worked with here tonight, there's an Amazon link just below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, sorry, you're going to have to check one of the other ones. And as always, if you need kits or paints or anything like that, or Mecha Decals, check out our boy down here, Adam, and the fine folks down at USA Gundam Store. They're definitely going to have what you need. Don't forget about Mecha Modelers Expo coming up in late August at the very end, and I'll definitely be there for that. I don't know what else. I don't know what else we're going to do till then because everything's getting canceled. So I guess I'll see you guys when I see you, right? I don't know. Till May. Hell yeah. Fun till May. Let's go. Anyway, have fun, guys. Have a wonderful Thursday. I will see you on Friday. Be safe out there. Make sure you use common fucking sense. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Stay at home if you can. So, anyway. See you on Friday.